All right, so let's talk about this. Why Barbie could be bad news for DC at Warner Brothers Discovery. Let me say this again. So, so here's the thing. This was good for Warner Brothers. This is bad for DC. Let me explain. Do you know Shazam, Flash, and Blue Beetle? We're counting this year. We're not counting Black Adam from last year, even though we could, but we're not counting that. We're just counting for this year. Shazam, Flash, and Blue Beetle lost money for Warner Brothers Discovery this year. All three of those superhero films have lost money. But Barbie came out from Warner Brothers and made them $1 billion. And the film cost less than Flash. And I believe it cost about the same amount as Blue Beetle, but made more. I think Shazam cost a little bit more too. But still, you get what I'm saying. That's not good because what this will do for Warner Brothers, this will push back DC films, and this will push more Barbie properties. We could get a spinoff with Ken. We could get a spinoff with other versions of Ken. We could get spinoffs of versions of Barbie. This screams bad, bad, bad. Good for Margot Robbie. Good for Mattel, because God knows Mattel didn't probably think this film was gonna make any money, nor did I think it was gonna make $1 billion. But yeah, Barbie made $1 billion. So this is bad for DC. This is very bad for DC properties at Warner Brothers. Um, or this could be a good thing. And what I mean by a good thing is this could push Warner Brothers to sell this IP to somebody else, which means that the brand is dead. Like honestly, the DC brand is dead right now to the point where a damn Stuart Little film will make more money than this. A damn Cat in the Hat will make more money than this. Any films they done. A damn fucking um their alternate Teen Titans Go will probably make more money than their films will. That's bad. That's bad. But you get what I'm saying. So this does not look good for DC, but it could look good for them in a competitor or a company or studio to buy them out. For me, that'd be great because Warner Bros. Has done nothing for this brand for years. I made a video talk about the old regime has destroyed this brand more than any other regime in history for any company. But I do think this does spell more Barbie spinoffs, more Barbie films, and more DC properties. I do not think David Zaslav is going to greenlight the Swamp Thing. I do not believe James Gunn is going to get the authority that he wants to do. I believe their budget will be cut down. I believe the shareholders are going to look at this like let's focus on Barbie. Let's focus on doing Barbie. And then the shareholders might come in and even say, let's focus on selling these properties. However, if the ride strike never happened or the actor strike never happened, um, we could be singing a different tune that they would scale back the films and focus on releasing one film or two films. Now, the writer strike and actor strike continuing, they could probably turn a profit on Barbie faster than they can turn a profit on DC properties. Because right now, the superhero fatigue is a real thing. It's a huge thing. Um, Neurotic talked about it. I talked about it weeks ago. It's a huge thing. It's a real thing right now. No superhero film is making money that it's supposed to, and it's not going to. Barbie and Oppenheimer made money this year. A film about World War II, about an atomic bomb, and then a plastic doll that nobody plays with today made more money than a DC property did, a superhero film. Let that sink in. Let that sink in, people. I do believe Warner Brothers is looking at this as I can tell you this. If I was a suit and tie, and I think a lot of y'all, let's start thinking like suits and ties. We don't need to think like them all the time, but we need to think like them as a business aspect. Would you A, keep Barbie? Would you B, sell off DC and get some of that debt down? you would keep Barbie and sell off DC. Now, Harry Potter is another one too. That's an iffy one, but we're not talking about Harry Potter. We're talking about DC. I would sell DC. I will sell DC because I know at the end of the day that I will make more money with Barbie than I will make on a DC property. If the Flash with Michael Keaton Batman couldn't do it, what do you think another film will? Now, also, we don't know about the Batman property. We'll see when that film comes out how that does. If that bombs, then I think it's. But I wouldn't wait. If I was a suit and tie, I said, let's get rid of this immediately. Let's not even put no more money into this. Let's focus on something else. Don't get me wrong. I do want Superman Legacies to succeed, but I don't think it will. Not with James Gunn running the ship the way he's going to. That announcement of chapters of chapter one of Gods and Monsters was the worst thing he's ever done for the DC brand. And times by two, he killed all these films that came out this year too. But also the fact that there's no continuity connection. I don't see there's a where's the connected tissue? Iron Man connected to Iron Man 2, cool. Captain America connected to the Avengers, cool. Thor connected to, it was connecting. Everything felt like a connection tissue in phase one. And it was simple. It was a simple connection tissue. Everything was simple. It wasn't all, out there. But when you look at James Gunn, you're like, Superman, the authority. You're like, the authority? They're like, what the hell? And we're talking about the films. Superman, the authority, um, Brave and the Bold, Supergirl, Swamp Thing. Where is the connection tissue? Why are we getting another Supergirl film? Why are we getting another a Kryptonian film and not a Wonder Woman film? Where's the connection tissue at? I don't see anything connected. There's no Superman Legacy 2. It's like, oh, these plans could change. Well, my man, I would have 3 films for phase one, and it would be Superman, Wonder Woman, Brave and the Bold, Batman, and that's it. I don't see that. There's no plan. All I see is project he wants to do, which is fine, but that's not going to make DC money. That's going to make him happy because he gets to do what he wants to do. Cool. It's a this to me. This is not a job to him. This is a passion to him to do all these characters that he grew up watching or he grew up liking. Cool. I understand that, and I'm happy for you. But you have a job, and the way you're looking, you failing your job. And I understand he didn't make these films, he didn't come up with these announcements. That's not the point. The point is you're the head of CEO of the DC right now, and you got beat by a plastic doll. Let that sink in. Your flat. We're not even gonna focus on Shazam. We're not even gonna focus on Blue Beetle. The one that he pushed the most, the one he kept um, shoehorning the most was the Flash. Got beat by the Barbie, a plastic doll. So yeah. As always, guys, like, subscribe, peace. I have nothing else to say on this matter, but I do want to address this because it's like this is a telling tale. What I'm trying to say, tongue tied. This is not a good sign for us DC fans if we want these more DC films. Because if I was Warner Bros. Discovery, why would I do that? Why would I waste the money on these DC characters where they couldn't even come close to the money that Barbie made? And their budget wasn't as high as people think. Because it could have been 100 million, but with the marketing they did was 150 million. There's no way that marketing was 200 million dollars. Whoever marketed Barbie, they need to go work at DC immediately because they need a good marketing team. And also, they might need to run DC too. Anywho, as always, like, subscribe, peace, have a Johnson. I'll see you guys in the next video.